staff and students. Welcome to the TMF News, where the news is fun and the fun is news. I'm Amber, and this is Delilah, and we're the best anchors in the whole wide world.
In case you didn't know why we didn't have school Monday, it was President's Day. We don't just get days off anymore, so pick your presidents wisely. So we have a few president facts for you and other things to do with that. We have Travis and Aaron with presidential facts, Shannon with presidential trivia,
Brandon in Houston with the top 10 goofiest looking presidents, and Abe Lincoln with grind my gears. And Amber, well, me with the weather.
and me helping her with the weather and things.
And now here's Travis and Aaron with some presidential facts.
Hi, I'm Aaron Tyler, and this is Travis Keeler, and we're here to let you in on a little facts about a few of our presidents.
Our first black president is Barack Hussein Obama Jr., currently serving his second term as a U.S. president. Want some fun facts about him? He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, August 4th, 1961. He studied Harvard Law. Who would have known? He's our 44th president and is 51 years old. Next I have Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president of the United States, born February 12th, 1809. Sadly died on April 15th, 1865. He was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. Before his death, and his life was cut short, he passed the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all slaves in most states, giving them equal freedom.
If you don't know our 37th president of the United States of America, you're slipping. Richard Nixon is the person in this country's history that doesn't give a crap. His hippie-hating, self-inducing attitude probably stems from being born in California. He's the kind of get-what-he-wants person that grabs life by the horns and drags them down and says, "Give me what I want." When his position was threatened, he grabbed Watergate by the horns, but he let it go. When he had his trial, he said, "Go on with all that mess," and resigned. What a hardcore man. Could you imagine if Hugh Hefner was in charge? Well, he may as well have been the 42nd president. Bill Clinton, young and fresh governor, was elected president in 1992. As far as the cool presidents go, this man was clearly the chick magnet. He got caught and impeached for the Lewinsky scandal. But if you want to know the truth, he did some alright things for the country. And I don't mean just for the women. And you best believe he left office with the highest end of office approval rating since World War II.
And those are your presidential facts. I'm Travis Keeler. This is Aaron Tyler.
Thanks, Travis and Aaron. Who'd have thunk that Barack Obama was born in Hawaii?
I don't know. Now here's Shannon and our special contestant Jamie with the president trivia.
And I heard she's really good with
History.
so let's see how she does.
George Washington didn't really chop down a cherry tree. I'm Shannon, and this is Jamie. The last 6 weeks we've had teacher trivia, but this week we have a trivia game show about presidents. How many people have wanted to grow up to be president in the United States? While you think about that question, I'm going to ask Jamie some questions about some of our best known presidents. Let's see how she does. Hey Jamie, how you doing?
I'm great, Shannon.
You ready?
Yeah.
Who was the first president of the United States? Was it Abraham Lincoln, John Hanson, or George Washington?
George Washington.
Very good. How old must a person be to be able to run for president? 30, 35, or 40?
35.
Very good. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Was it Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, or Charles Thompson?
What was the first one again?
Thomas Jefferson.
That one. Thomas Jefferson.
Good. What year did the United States declare its independence? 1676, 1776, or 1876?
7076.
Very good. How many U.S. presidents have been elected since the year of 1776? 30, 40, or 44?
44.
Very good. How many years makes up one term for a president? 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years?
4 years.
Very good. How many terms is a president allowed to serve in office? 1 term, 2 terms, or 3 terms?
2.
Very good. How many U.S. presidents were assassinated? 2, 4, or 6?
I believe it's 4.
Very good.
Yes.
Who assassinated President John F. Kennedy? Was it John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, or Oscar Collazo?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Very good. Who was the only president to be elected for a 3rd time as president? Theodore Roosevelt, Andrew Jackson, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
crap. Is it Franklin Roosevelt?
Very good.
Yes.
That is the end of the game show. Wow, Jamie, you must have really paid attention in history class.
I did. Kayla's a great teacher.
Wow, Jamie, I'm so impressed that you know so much about all our presidents because I don't know half of it. Wow.
Who's your favorite president, Amber?
I'd have to say Abe Lincoln
Why?
because his hat is awesome.
Yeah, not the fact that he freed slaves and you might be running me right now.
Oh, well, yeah, that
And
too.
here's Abe Lincoln with Grind My Gears.
Hi, I'm Abe Lincoln, standing in for Ziggy's place today. You guys know me for being pretty honest, just like your good friend Ziggy. And I'm also known for saying things like 7 years ago. Well, you want to know what really grinds my gears? Is when presidents lie, and they do it all of the time. You know what? I'm the 16th president, and since then, almost all those people have said really, really recognizable lies. Like, I'm not a crook. I had nothing to do with that woman. Weapons of mass destruction. I did not inhale. And the United States intends no military intervention in Cuba. Like, did you guys really believe any of those things, or what? I don't know. But you guys really need to pay attention to what these people are saying, because a lot of it is BS. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for being so honest, Abe. We appreciate that.
And now here's Brandon in Houston with the top 10 goofiest looking presidents.
Hi, this is Houston.
This is Brandon. This is the top 10 goofiest looking presidents.
For number 10, we have William Harrison. You know, he's slightly getting the baldness working up the forehead, so, and he's got a huge nose, so, you know, kind of looks a little goofy.
And number 9 is George W. Bush. He has his little girly hands and his just little O of his mouth.
Just gorilla looking self.
Yep.
All right, who do we got next? We got Gerald R. Ford with his serious thinking face. You know, thinking hard, making presidential decisions, you know. And, you know, he's just got a wrinkly old forehead, so, I don't know.
Number 7 is Abraham Lincoln. He looks a lot weirder without his beard.
And then we have number 6 with Grover Cleveland. And that's kind of like the coolest mustache I've ever seen in my life, so I had to throw it on there.
And number 5 is Chester Arthur. He has his sideburns cracking with his mustache. Reminds me of a water slide.
And number 4, we have William Taft with his super ugly glasses and his weird looking mustache.
Number 3 is Zachary Taylor. He has his little bird nose. Reminds me of Aaron Tyler.
And number 2, we have Andrew Jackson, and he's rocking that old float, you know, like the hockey players do nowadays.
And number 1 is John Adams. He has that our childish old face look to him with his wrinkles, but his forehead is clear, just smooth.
He also has that chrome dome like Taylor, you know, it's kind of crested on back, but we don't make fun of Taylor, so it's only John Adams. And this is the top 10 goofiest looking presidents.
Huh. Awesome.
That's cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brandon and Houston, for working
Very hard.
obviously.
Yeah. And now I'm going to give you your weather. Yeah! So, it looks about a little snowy outside. Actually, not a little, a lot.
Yeah, because as you can see, only about 10 kids made it here today, so it had to have been pretty bad here in Minnesota.
I love when she says that. It's so cute.
I know you do.
But today's high is 30 degrees. It's not too bad outside. It's actually kind of warm for it to be so snowy. The low is about 19 degrees, so hopefully it doesn't get down there because it's about cold down there.
It ain't that cold. Y'all
Yeah,
really
it
came to
is.
school today. What's wrong with y'all?
Roads ain't that bad.
No, like,
but
how
you
long have
know,
you lived here? Okay? Seriously, it is not that serious. Sorry, Amber.
no, it's all good, Delilah.
It's all good in the hood.
But yeah, that's your weather. Drive safe. Bundle up if you don't want snow all over your face.
No, like, really, is your mom sitting at home with you? Like, does she not go to work because it's so snowy in Minnesota? Like, is that why?
If you were
Is that
born
what
and
happened?
raised here, you should know how to get around.
It's not, you know.
At least Miss Gonzalez came here. She wasn't even born here.
Yeah,
Come on.
not the. Oh, I'm not gonna don't say that. But for you that didn't come to school, shame on you. And shame on your mom if she's there making cookies, because that's just not okay.
But yeah, just enjoy the snow, and that's your weather for this week. Thank you. And now here's Delilah with the of note.
So this last weekend, I went to the Melting Pot in Minneapolis for our Valentine's Day thing, whatever. So if you got 3 hours and $100, this is your place to go. You would think if you're cooking your own food, it wouldn't cost that much. Let me tell you, I've never had cheese that don't taste like cheese. You ever had that?
No, I would die.
Girl, they gonna give us bread and apples to dip in cheese that didn't taste like cheese.
Ew.
And then when we got to the meat, okay, this is what you do. They give you a pot of like things and spices and whatnot, and you just sit your meat in there. So you have to wait for one little piece of meat for 10 minutes, unless you like it raw. I don't know you, I don't judge. And then they said the best thing there was the dessert. So, kind of looked forward to it. Waited an hour for it.
What'd you get?
We got, cheesecake, but it was extra. We got marshmallows, Rice Krispie treats, red velvet cake, and brownies to dip in chocolate and white chocolate, and strawberries. Sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not.
Wow. I would be so mad if I had to pay that much money.
I was
For
pissed.
something
Like,
that's
I've never had chocolate that I liked. I've never liked Hershey's more than, like, other chocolate. Like, I don't.
Wow.
I could have did this myself at home in a garbage can with fire. I've done
Aww.
it. It was retarded.
I'm
So
sorry.
if you have 3 hours and $100 for you and your significant other, go to the Melting Pot and try it out.
Thanks for watching this week's TMF News, where the news is fun and the fun is news. Hope you learned a lot about your presidents, because it's stuff we should know.
Thanks, Amber.
Thanks, Delilah.
Remember, we don't have school the next 2 Fridays, so see you next Thursday, staff.
And students.